my channel. My name is Tyler. I'm a lo-fi and ambient music producer with 15 million streams on Spotify. Today, I will be showing you how I take a sample from a collaborator and transform it into a totally different vibes. So let's dive in. So now I will show you what Kbeats sent me this track at the beginning. So let's have a listen. So for me, I love to experiment a lot with different sounds, and I don't like to fix it myself to like this track I should be make it chill or I should be make it like sleepy, something like that. I will love to listen to based on the sample and then create something different. So in this track, I have no idea why I feel like this can be turned into a Asian lo-fi. And I really like Kbeats. It is his sample always can inspire me to making something different than I made before. I really like to work with this type of people because it can be inspire me a lot, and I'm the person love to try different genre, try different style and create something different. I don't want to limit myself. I want to learn more different stuff. So in this case, I'm started with a piano first because I love to start with piano, right? So you can see a lot of things going on. So in this case, I only make it a very simple piano chord. Very simple melody. Use this free piano. So in this track, it is mixed and mastered by Kbeats, but normally I would just mix it a bit, like a pre-mix the sound to give my collaborator have a overall feelings, because when you send it something very dry sounds to others, maybe they can't feelings what you want to express, right? So I love to mix it a little bit and then give the overall vibe what I'm going to present in this track. So the next step is I added 3 layers, and these 3 layers, I use my mini freak to create. Recently, I love to use a lot of my hardware, and sometimes you need to limit yourself and then will spark a lot of your creativities to create something that just in the box. So I also create a video right here that how I use the mini freak to create a spacey sleepy lo-fi track. So this is a pet sounds from my mini freak. Just add a little bit very airy sounds, and I add the EQ and add the beam to make it very spacey, because before would be like this. Just fill up some space. So another thing, it is also something like the background sounds, I love to add something like this. And I add the EQ, RAM, delay. Just a little bit and very high notes, and will build up the track very well. So another is a more high notes, and then I use the delays from these plugins and also EQ and add a bit of the RC20. Just add a little bit of the sparkling sounds that I really like. So and then I added a break piano, just the chord. So you can hear that have a little bit of the delay because I added this delay plugins to give it more like more rhythm in the break part. I love something like this to fill up some space. So basically, I turned this to a Asian lo-fi track, right? After that, I create this layer and then I added a lot of Asian instruments. So the first one I added is the intro. So you know I love this Oddman series of the Yanzi, and they got something great phrases that I think I can add in the intro. Sounding so good. And also I just add the pin for the default, it is give more movement, so you can hear the more movement. So after that I add another pad sounds, it is from the Yanzi. It sounds like this. Because in the first bar, I don't want to add too much melody and then start coming in the first melody. So I just add one more pads layer in here. So the first melody will be this erhu, and this one it is from Native Instruments, East Asia for this erhu. And then I added saturation, RC20, reverb, and also a little bit of the compressor. So it sounds like this. So I don't know why I really like Asian lo-fi recently, because I feel like the melody can be express a lot of feelings of myself. So just copy one more time in this part, and then I change it a little bit. I added a flute, also from Yanzi. I highly recommend you try these plugins. I really like it. You basically can only just using this one to create a Asian lo-fi track. So I added a flute sounds. Basically, this is not just a normal instrument sounds. They will combine with the synthesis, so you can hear there is a lot of texture, or like the aftertouch sounds. Can I say like that? I mean, it is not just a normal flute. So you can hear the background got a lot of nice sounds, and I added a compressor. And then I also created this effect sounds and add beam for add some texture. So in this part I cut it out of the melody. It is because Kbeats in this part to take it out a bit of the drums. So I want to take out the melody and make it like more transition, more smooth for the transition. The drum stop, and then I use the flute to fill up that space, and then going back again to the melody. So sometimes you need to listen a lot what the collaborator to sending you, and based on their composition, their arrangement, and fill up different sounds to create a full composition. So and then I also added some more like the water sounds to between the track. So I don't know why the Asian vibe always to give me some water feelings. So I love to add water sounds in Asian lo-fi track. So basically this is the first part, and then going to the second part, I love to change it a bit of the vibe and to make the whole composition will be more interesting. So in the second part, I added this melody, and I think it is the best part of this track. It is from this preset, Air Mood preset. And then I add the ROM, EQ, RC20. So I think this part will become more like emotional, like I'm telling a story because of this melody. So I love this part. So basically everything it is just the same, and then the last part I change it a bit to make the piano sounds. This is also the same piano, and then just add some different melody. So at the last part, I love to use the melody and then the fruit sounds to give it more a slowly ending feeling. So also in the second part, I added some more percussions. From this East Asian, just add a little bit of the percussion sounds and add a bit of the reverb delay. Just add some extra sounds, And then in the transition, I also added a riser. So basically, I love to add the delay on the transition sounds. And also add some charms to make the transition more smooth. And also at the beginning for the transition, so you can see I added a few layers of the transition. At the beginning, it is the mix of the charms and the noise, and then in the break I used the riser, and then at the last part I add a charms. So in the first part the sounds will be like this. Just finding different sounds to make it. And then in the drum part, Kbeats sent me this drum. It is also sounding so good. I love people including drums for me because I can start creating another instrument, because I love to making the layers instrument, something like that. When people sending me with the drums, and I can come up with the ideas so quickly. So here is the drum sounds. So hope you enjoyed today's video. This track called Lost Tempo, it is our independence release. So if you want to support us, you can listen to Lost Tempo on all streaming platforms. And I'll see you in the next one.